The world's most famous and luxurious cruise ship, the Queen Elizabeth, arrived in Israel on Sunday carrying 2,092 tourists. The floating city of pleasure has 14 floors and 12 decks, on which passengers can stroll, sunbathe, or sit and watch the blue sea. It also includes a golf course, swimming pools, gyms, an amphitheater, a cinema, 3 dance clubs, dining halls, 4 chef restaurants, cafes, a casino, and luxury shops. About 85% of the rooms have a sea view or face the decks, and 71% include balconies. If you wish to spend the cruise in one of the ship's suites, you'll be asked to bid farewell to some 156,000 shekel, which is about $43,000 per person, for a 2.5-week sail. A standard cabin will cost tens of thousands of dollars. The ship has 900 crew members, almost 1 crew member for every 2 passengers, and due to its reputation, the Queen Elizabeth serves as a model for building cruise ships. The maiden voyage to Israel has been deemed a success, with all cabins booked. During their 2-day stay in the Holy Land, the tourists will visit Jerusalem, Nazareth, the Sea of Galilee, and the Dead Sea. The Israeli government and security-related websites that crashed on Sunday began working once again overnight after long hours of malfunctions. The international hackers group Anonymous had threatened the Israeli government in response to the Israel Navy's interception on Friday of 2 boats of activists trying to reach Gaza. Suspicions then arose that the group was responsible. Among the sites that were affected were those of the Israel Defense Forces, the Shin Bet Security Service, and the Mossad, Israel's espionage agency. Israel's e-government, responsible for managing the state's websites, denied claims that they were hacked. The general strike by Israel's public sector ended on Monday after 4 hours of near paralysis struck the economy. The strike took place from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. after Labor Court President Nili Arad decided to limit it to only 4 hours. The strike included trains, buses, universities, government ministries, and municipalities. Israel's Ben Gurion International Airport near Tel Aviv was also closed. Due to the strike, many Israelis prepared accordingly and opted to take other modes of transportation rather than trains and buses, causing massive traffic jams. Israeli airline El Al decided to reschedule all of its flights to Sunday night, so most people were able to fly out of Israel before the strike took effect. The labor court finished its deliberations in the early morning hours, but sent off its decision limiting the duration of the strike. The deliberations took over 5 hours after talks between Ofer Einai, head of the Histadrut Labor Federation, and Finance Minister Steinitz ended without a breakthrough. The Histadrut, the umbrella organization for hundreds of thousands of public sector workers, wants the government to hire some 250,000 contract workers who have working conditions that are inferior to those of civil workers that are directly on government payrolls. According to experts briefed on the intelligence information due to be released in this week's report by the United Nations' International Atomic Energy Agency, Iran has already acquired the knowledge, technology, and resources to create a nuclear bomb within months. According to the experts, Iranian scientists acquired the knowledge with the help of weapons scientists from Russia, Pakistan, and North Korea. Former Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice has said that she is sure the Israelis will defend themselves against the Iranians if they were to reach nuclear capabilities. Rice told Newsmax in a TV interview, "I don't have any doubt that the Israelis will defend themselves if the Iranians look as if they are really about to cross that nuclear threshold." Rice maintained that pressure on Iran must continue in order to prevent an Israeli attack. Russia's foreign minister warned on Monday that any military strike against Iran would be a grave mistake with unpredictable consequences. Russia, the closest thing Iran has to a big power ally, is deeply opposed to any military action against the Islamic Republic, though Moscow has supported United Nations Security Council sanctions against Iran over its nuclear program. B'nai B'rith has spoken out against the reprehensible remarks made on Venezuelan state television on October 26th, in which a guest denied the Holocaust and repudiated Zionism. On the show Contra Golpe, which is English for Counterstrike. Host Vanessa Davies interviewed Argentine professor Saad Shadid, who was reportedly in Venezuela to give a lecture titled Philosophic and Semantic Analysis of the Israeli-Palestinian Conflict. While giving a preview of his lecture, Shadid stated, among other things, that Theodor Herzl, the father of Zionism, was a sick and paranoid person, even implying that there was close collaboration between the Nazis and the Jews to create the implanted State of Israel.